Hello dear students, I am Sushma Madan from the SD Vidya School is welcoming you all to the home mentoring session of business study. In this video today I will cover the importance of organizing. Dear students, we have done meaning as well as process of organizing. I am assuming it is clear to all of you what is organizing. Organizing is a framework within which each employee perform the activities that have been assigned to him. It means each and every employee has the clarity what they have to do and what is their own personal objective. In nutshell, organizing helps to achieve the planned objective. Before doing that, I want to tell how the organizing work with the help of organizing structure. We take the example of functional structure. What happens? कोई भी organizing है वो कैसे चलती है? It work on the principle of unity of command in a hierarchical manner, which we have done in the principles of management. For example, the head of the organization is CEO. He has made 3 departments: marketing, sales and services. Under marketing, he has appointed his subordinate. They will handle marketing, then sales department, then services department. Then sales department, again there are more department: marketing, sale, services and services. So how it works? CEO gives the order to the marketing head. Marketing head then gives the order to his subordinate. Then under this there are many other subordinates. So this chain work like this according to the secular chain. So CEO knows his duty. This departmental head knows his duties, authorities and responsibility. So this is all in all how organizing work. Now we will come to the first point of the importance of organizing: expansion and growth. It is very easy to do the function or achieve the objective if we have to work alone. When there is a group of person, we have to frame the structure. And when the structure is framed, it helps to expand and growth of the business. So, organizational structure provides a framework. I think it is clear to everyone what is framework, within which various management functions can be performed by the managers more efficiently. It enables business enterprise to add more job. For example, if we have 50 person in a organization, so we will create the different post. For example, we have created 10 posts. Under 10 posts, everybody will work. And if we have 500, according to that, we will create more and more position, more and more division and more posts. So it will be very easy to expand the business. Next point is benefit of specialization. Dear students, I have given the example of this structure. For example, in marketing, market head is appointed. He is specialized in every field. In the organization, when we will go to the large scale organization, every activity is given to the specialized person. If the person is not specialized, then the training of that thing is given to that employee so that excellence can be taken from him. So we can, in the organizing structure, we can get the benefit of specialization. For example, I have given the example of bank. One person is only collecting the money. So he is specialized in cash. How to collect cash, how to cut receipt. So in the organizing structure, benefit of specialization can be taken. Next is effective administration. What is administration? Administration has to decide the objectives and goals. They have to decide that each and everything in the organization goes smoothly. There should be effectiveness in the administration. So how it can be possible? If there is a clarity of jobs, duties and authority to each and every person in the organization, and there should not be any duplication or any confusion among any employee, and it can be possible only with the help of effective administration. Now we come to optimum utilization of resources. Every organization works for the profit, and profit can be taken only if we will use the resources optimally. Optimally means there should not be any wastage of the resources. तो हम organizing में करते क्या हैं? We give the clarity. We coordinate the human as well as physical resources. Then we come to development of personnel. I have told you there is a clarity of work relation in the organization. Everybody knows their objective. They have the authority to perform their own task. उनके पास जितना काम उनको दिया जाता है उतनी अथॉरिटी है. उस अथॉरिटी के अंदर it will be very easy for them to solve the problems or tackle the situation according to their own way. Next we come clarity in working relationship. In the organizing, what we do? Work is divided according to the division of work. Then delegation of authority. What is delegation? When we assign the work, we give the responsibility and we also give the authority. This is called delegation of authority. So there is no confusion. Each and every employee in the organization feels very comfortable. He gets the job satisfaction in the organization because he has no confusion about their work. Now, adaptation to change. And dear students, in the dynamic business environment, on the daily basis, changes are going on. If we have a proper organizing structure, it is very easy to modify in case of any अनसर्टनिटी. हम उसको बड़ी इजीली मॉडिफाई कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमें स्टाफ को कम करना है, हमें इंक्रीज करना है, तो वी विल लेसन दैट डिपार्टमेंट, वी विल लेसन द पोस्ट, वी विल इंक्रीज द पोस्ट according to our requirement. This was all in the importance of management. Thank you very much.